Alrighty, fellas. Yo, what's up? My name's Patrouski. Welcome back to another PokeMMO stream recap. Is this 295? We're pushing 300, boys. That's crazy. That's insane. We're pushing 300, but welcome back. Your daily source of PokeMMO background content, second modern entertainment. I know what it's all about. Don't get me wrong. Seeing what the community is talking about, seeing what people are discussing, just playing the game ourselves, making progress. And today's goal is going to be a chill day for the most part. I think a big problem that I've been encountering myself in recently is I like to do scheduled content, and I like to do like challenges and stuff like that on stream. I also like to just shiny hunt, you know, and turn my brain off and shunt, but I think it's a better stream for a lot of people when I do scheduled content. However, there's been so many new players recently, dude. It's actually crazy. From my anecdotal experience, it is wild how many new players. I'm going to pop an XP charm really quick and do some XP training. I can't believe how many new players we're getting. And if I'm doing scheduled content and like a challenge, it's really hard for me to divide my attention, because I'm slow, to like play PokeMMO and answer new player questions. So I thought it would be better. You know what? Let me just do something chill in game, like XP training, you know, casual XP training, or I gotta reset my encounter counter, casual XP training or shiny hunting, and then that will allow me the mental freedom to actually help answer new questions, because if there is a flood, a rush of new players, I want to, you know, help as much as possible. So I'm gonna open myself up there. We're gonna be answering a lot of questions, treating the stream like an FAQ, like it often is, as well as making some progress in game. So I'm gonna start things off by XP training the Pokemon that I was working on yesterday. If you didn't see, is my encounter counter not work? Okay, there we go. We fixed it, boys. A quick restart usually fixes the GEC most of the time. So someone said, do you have a more updated breeding guide? The breeding guide that's been put out a year ago is going to be the exact same. And not even about the same, it should be the exact same. One of the biggest differences, I would say, is how you find the breeders and how you search the GTL. That actually is something that has changed drastically over the past years or so. And we've gotten so much better as players in understanding all the different ways you can find Pokemon. The advanced search has changed dramatically over the last 3 years or so, over the last 2 years. You can search for Pokemon with different abilities. You can search for Pokemon with different move sets now, which is insane, let alone hidden ability alphas, secret shinies only, etc. There's been a lot that's changed in terms of the market, of course, but not too much in terms of breeding strategy, I would argue. Now, depending on the market, your breeding strategy should change. Yesterday, I did some breeding for profit in the stream, right? And I already sold 2 different Pokemon, I believe. These Sandiles I bred for profit in that stream, and I bred them to be storyline Pokemon. I think right now the strategy is to breed storyline Pokemon for profit. I think a lot of mid-game and end-game players are taking a break post-event season, and they're kind of chilling out. So we don't see as many players buying 5x31, 4x, 3x30, like really good Pokemon. We're seeing a lot of people, though, buy 20 plus attack, 20 plus speed Magikarps, buy good Sandiles, good Crocodiles, all these storyline Pokemon that are super good, right? Those are being sold a lot more than ever. So I think understanding what's happening in the market is really important to understand how to sell things and what you want to sell. Oh, dude, let's go. Clue, this is huge. Oh, it's so pretty. Dude, this is a big deal. This is a big. Oh, it's so good. How often do you see a shiny Alolan in PokeMMO? This is really fucking rare. The reason, oh, dude, Clue, I've been going for a little myself. The reason why this is such a big deal, this is one of the final few Pokemon. Is this from today? It's from today. It's from an hour ago. Congratulations, Clue. You fucking killed it, as per usual. This is, excuse me, one of the last Pokemon. This is a rare shiny. This is a Pheno rare. He hatched it from an egg. This is a really, the little green eyelash is getting me, dude. This is one of the final Pokemon that Team Mister needs for complete shiny decks. We are getting really close. We are by far the closest team in PokeMMO to a complete shiny dex. It's not even, I don't think anybody else is even close. Not to like be disrespectful, but it's more of like it's an insane thing. It's an insane feat, you know, due to hundreds of players all putting in so much fucking effort. I want to go see how many we have left, how close we are. I think it's like a handful of Pokemon. I know we need Quillfish. I'm trying to think. There's very few left. This is an interesting question. Someone said, question for you or anyone here. Do you find the PvP here more enjoyable than official VGC? Really struggling to find out which version I want to play. Only have time for one. I mean, it's going to be opinionated. I think I don't know if I would ever say PokeMMO's better than... I just don't know. I've played a fair bit of PokeMMO PvP in different years, different metagames, different situations. I played a fair bit of randoms. I'm not caught up. I'm not the most up-to-date. I'm not the best PvP player by any means. I'd say I'm adequate to some extent, right? Especially in randoms. I think that the PokeMMO PvP game is just different. I think it's just different is the best way to explain it. The metagame is different. The lack of legendaries, the stat changes, the Pokemon that are available, the lack of RU and PU. I think the tiers are just different, and the metagame is just different than any other Pokemon game you'll ever play. In terms of what's the best, it's gonna be personal preference and up to you. It depends on what your style of play is and what you enjoy. If you're like hyper competitive, I mean, if you only have time for one, I don't know, that's tough. I don't have it really comes out to whatever you enjoy at the end of the day, and just understand PokeMMO is very different from traditional Pokemon. Yeah, I think this is a great way to put it as well. Like, if you just want to play PvP in Pokemon and just battle and not grind, PokeMMO is not going to be for you. If you want to, like, for me, I like Showdown, but I don't play Pokemon Showdown long term because I don't like not earning my comps and stuff like that. Because if you're a competitive player and want to practice, you're good. Showdown's fantastic. It's really the best tool out there, right? But if you want to like earn something and build your Pokemon and put time into grinding them, etc., then PokeMMO is for you. So it really comes down to, once again, what style of play you want. Hey Pat, any out-of-the-box tips for someone who started in Unova? Unova is definitely the best region to start in Pokemon, my personal opinion. You have a lot of benefits there. Gym reruns. You can kind of do trainer reruns there. Obviously, they're better in Sinnoh. What I would recommend to a new player in Unova is go to Route 4 near the desert and go try to catch yourself a good Darumaka and a good Sandile, or maybe a Scraggy. One of those three, two of those three, any of those mons. Scraggy, Sandile, and Darumaka. Three of the best Pokemon for storylines in PokeMMO. Darumaka is a really good raid Pokemon, so there's multi-use there. They're just three very, very powerful Pokemon you can kind of farm in that early game in Unova, which is awesome. Also, I've been trying to get this information for a while and I keep getting distracted. Sorry. Smoky Cat, thank you. Team Mister only needs two other shinies to complete the shiny Pokedex. We need Quillfish and Pansage, which is just insane. Like, that's crazy that we're two away. You're getting a full shiny Pokedex is an achievement that would take, I think the math is that it takes like 300 years. If you played like 16 hours a day, it takes a ridiculous amount of time. I know Team Mister is the closest. I'm really fucking excited for that. That is going to be the craziest achievement. One of the monumental one in Pokemon history. The first team to achieve full shiny decks, man. I'm excited. I actually super agree with this number. Mike in chat said probably like 150k Pokeyen per hour is like the cutoff for like something being worth grinding in PokeMMO. I kind of agree. I usually say around 120k, 150k is like the lowest Pokeyen per hour method I'll do. Now, if that method achieves other things, a good example is like Flame Orb farming with Heatmore, right? Be able to go for a shiny Heatmore, right? Get like 800 encounters per hour at Heatmore, as well as making like 120k Pokeyen per hour. Well, now you're shiny hunting plus making Pokeyen, so that becomes a lot more worth it. Amulet coin farming is a good example. I see a lot of new players get into Amulet coin farming for the Pokeyen, and I'm a big advocate of Amulet coin farming is not a good Pokeyen money making method. It's fine, but it's not what I would recommend ever to a new player. There's better methods. I have 63 money-making methods on my channel. Go check it out. There's trainer reruns, gym reruns, any sort of XP trainer, EV trainer will make you more Pokeyen. There's way better methods. But if you want a shiny Meowth, if you want to shiny hunt while making Pokeyen, that's when it's awesome, right? If you want to go for a shiny Ponyta or a shiny Meowth and make some Pokeyen along the way, that's where Amulet coin farming is phenomenal. This is a great question. As an extremely new Pokemon player, should I beat regions entirely before moving to the next? It is up to you. There are players who factor in the max obedience level, and then kind of like do all regions at once. I personally, I hate storylines that would destroy me, but more power to you. I think it is pretty efficient if you want to do that. However, I strongly encourage you to complete one region fully and then do that with the other 4. Having one region complete, one region where you have max obedience level 100, one region you can go back to XP train, EV train, catch Pokemon, make profit in. Having one region where you have that max obedience level 100 is Super, super important. So getting one region fully complete, I think, is step one. And then completing them in whichever method you want from there is up to you. We're gonna go ahead and pop XP charm number 2 today and just do more. I'm just casually XP training, nothing super crazy. Honestly, not gaining too much XP per hour. I might go do some shunting after this hour, but I'm gonna do 1 more hour of XP training for now. This is a good question. What's the hardest Elite Four in Unova or in PokeMMO? I think, I guess, Freudian slip. I think it's Unova. I think with Unova, like, the fights are pretty difficult. You can kind of sweep through with a Crocodile with Moxie. However, you have a lot of fights. So in Unova, you have the 4 Elite Four fights, right? And then on top of that, you have the normal rival fight, but then you also have to catch Zekrom, which can cost you some HP in your Pokemon. And then also, or you can just lose if you have to catch it. You can't just kill it. And then also you have to fight, what's it, Getsis or whatever? Getsis after fighting N or whatever. So there's like 2 extra fights in the Unova Elite Four that don't happen in other Elite Fours, which are pretty tough fights. And one of them you have to catch like a legendary. I would say Unova has the hardest Elite Four, in my personal opinion. I would say Johto has the easiest. Johto has the easiest. I think Johto's the hardest storyline overall. But, with like the Gyarados and Ho-Oh boss fights, but it's the easiest Elite Four, in my opinion. Do you think it's more efficient to breed or use fossils to hunt for the fossil Pokemon? If you can go for like a fossil shunt, great question. If you're shunting, I think popping fossils is more efficient. It's just so much more expensive. It is like much more expensive, but it's so fast. It's so fast. Think of it as, okay, when you do a batch of eggs, right? It's like 400 to 500 Pokemon, let's say. It takes you like 6 hours to hatch those. So it's 1 hour to make the eggs and then 6 hours to hatch, right? If you pop 5, you can pop 500 fossils within like an hour and 20 minutes maybe, right? So you can do the same amount of fossils. Now you do have to go either sell your fossils, which that takes a lot of time, or just if you're really, you know, well off, a lot of people just release them. If you're like bougie, you just pop your fossils and release all of them no matter what. If they're not shiny, and just go next. Yeah, so I think time-wise, fossils are so much better. Money-wise, eggs are a little bit cheaper. But you have to factor, with an MMO, you have to factor in, if something is cheaper, money is just time, right? Money is time, right? So it depends on how much Pokeyen you make per hour, right? I would say fossils most likely are better and overall more worth it. If you can, like, if it's a fossil, obviously you can't fossil hunt for a Charmander. So, like, this only works for fossil shunts. I would probably try to stick to fossils in 2025. I think this question was a little different a few years ago, but I think fossils, the speed difference is so severe. Okay, whoa, I didn't expect that. What the fuck? People said Louis official shiny in stream chat. It's a pumpkin. Bro, I didn't know you. I heard Louis shiny. I didn't know it was a fucking pumpkin shiny Beldum. You could have been a little more. Holy shit. This is like a, how much? This is like a multiple hundreds of millions Pokeyen shiny. What the fuck? Okay, let me, for those who don't know, the pumpkin particle, I believe it was the first event limited particle, or one of the first. It's very, very, very desired. Let me see if I can find it. Is this just called Pumpkin's Treat? Is that what it is? Yeah, okay. As you can see, non-shiny, the cheapest. Also, these are like female only and genderless. I got rid of it. Fuck. These are like genderless and like, what's it called? What's the first breedable? The first breedable Pokemon that isn't genderless or female only as a species is the Ditto. Any non-shiny pumpkin particle is 16 million Pokeyen, to give you an idea. 16 million Pokeyen. You can get particle effects naturally. No. You cannot. What you have to do is you have to buy one of these Dittos for 16 mil, breed the particle effect on the Pokemon you want, like a Beldum or something like that, and then breed that Beldum with the particle effect, that one Beldum, over and over and over again 30,000 times. The best thing you can do is buy 5, but obviously buying 5 pumpkin particle effects is 16 mil times 5. So just to start the shiny hunt is like, you know, what is that, 80 mil? I'm terrible at math. It's a lot of Pokeyen. It's a lot, 32, 64, like an 86 mil. Like, it's insane. That dude, that shiny Beldum with Pumpkin. This is worth, let's see. What's the cheapest shiny Pumpkin? The cheapest shiny Pumpkin is 90 mil, a random Scraggy. I doubt there's going to be one. There's only 2 pages. Obviously, there's a Beldum or Metagross. There is a Metagross. The cheapest Pumpkin shiny Metagross is 240 million Pokeyen. To give you an idea. That's how insane this is. This is fucking crazy. Louis Official, he consistently gets insane shinies. They're consistent, long-term, good shiny hunts. He's a king shunter. That's fucking insane. Congrats to him. Can't he just egg normally and then put the particle on later? So, if you bred a shiny Beldum and then wanted to just put the particle effect on later, it would cost you that 230 mil, right? To buy the breeder. You have to breed a shiny with a shiny, right? So if you just want to put on the Pumpkin particle effect onto a shiny that you have to buy the breeder for it, which is going to be super expensive. There's not that many of. There's one Ditto that costs 200 mil, you know? If you were to breed a shiny Beldum and want to put the particle on after, it would cost you 240 million Pokeyen. This is a fantastic question. Why can't you preview particle effects in the GTL? I don't know. I wish you could, man. I wish you could preview particles when looking at Pokemon on the at all. I don't know why you can't do it. I don't know. It's a great question. Let me just show you, for example. So let me go, like, I have some particle mons in my PC. I'll go grab and show you guys in a quick sec. But yeah, like, there's tons of particles in game, and you really have to, like, put in a little bit of effort to manually go see what they look like. A really common question I get is, you know, how do you throw out those 3 little Kanto starters when you enter a battle? What is that, you know? I have a bunch of mons that have the Kanto Friends particle effect on them. I'll show you really quick. One sec. All right, so for a quick few examples of some particle effects, here is the Kanto Friends particle effect, which is the one that I probably use the most. It's probably my favorite particle effect. So watch the Typhlosion here. You're going to see 3 Kanto starters get thrown out with it. There you go, right here. The Pokeballs, Squirtle, Charmander, Bulbasaur. That's one of my favorites. It's very cute, very nostalgic, very fun. That's a good example of one. We also have to do the birthday cake one is silly. So I mean, I like this one. The Weavile, hopefully it's turned on. It is turned on. You can also turn them on and off by, like, left clicking the particle effect in the summary page. So watch this big dumb cake drop on my Pokemon. This one's silly. I like this one. Particles are really underrated in PokeMMO. They're really fun, honestly. You way to customize your Pokemon. So you can, like, turn them off by clicking if you want to turn them off for whatever reason. Or if you have, like, multiple particle effects, you can only select one at a time. I like this one as well. The Eerie Howl. I like this one. It's kind of edgy, but which I don't normally always love. But I think this one gets the pass. I think it's just pretty cool. The big old cake, yeah. Here's the Eerie Howl part from Halloween 2021. When I came back to the game, this was a new particle effect for me. This was the animation of the wolf. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. All right, here we go. Someone actually asked me yesterday if Alpha Suicune would ever return. Was it a limited thing? And I wasn't sure. I thought vaguely we were given an answer to this, but I couldn't remember. Rach did communicate this to us. It will likely not be a part of an event again, which makes it the Fateful Encounter capture date limited. This won't be the only. This is important though. This won't be the only way to obtain an Alpha Suicune forever though. Okay, so maybe I should have read. Yeah, so it seems like Alpha Suicune will likely not be a part of the Christmas event next year, but it's possible they bring it back. So it does kind of not seem like, from my understanding at least, it seems like Alpha Suicune will not be limited and it will return. So I totally missed. There you go. So it's Alpha Suicune will possibly return in the future. But that's also, keep in mind, I mean, the 10-year anniversary event at Pokemon was also supposed to return and didn't. So just take stuff like this with a you know, a big chunk of salt, you know, a bit of salt. But next up, someone also messaged this to me. Tier council applications are open, dude. Going into the new season, We will be looking for a couple of new members. You can apply by DMing me here on the forums with your interest in accolades that you might feel be relevant. Something looking for come to the tier council. If you don't know, the tier council is a body of PokeMMO players that impact and vote on the future of PokeMMO PvP, the same way this works in most Pokemon PvP metagames. Something they're looking for / might be a requirement. People active in tier discussion threads. It's a requirement to being able to vote. In-game activity, tier council members are required to have a minimum of 30 matches a month, so at least 1 match a day of ranked matchmaking or a different tournament. A Discord presence for discussion. So they really want you to be involved. They don't want people who, which this is cute that GB Weed is like recommending other people. They want people who are passionate, involved, and want to make healthy decisions for the PvP metagame in PokeMMO. So if you've ever wanted to have that positive impact, bro, check out the tier council. Check out this forum post. It's over in the competition alley. You can make a positive change to the game, man. It's cool to see. I super agree with this, TJ. I'm guessing it was a teaser for permanent Alpha Dog Trio. Yes, it would not surprise me. It makes no sense to just do Alpha Suicune. It would not surprise me at all if they eventually in the future bring Alpha Raikou and Alpha Entei into the game. Also, important reminder, today is the final day before the Communal Shuntathon tomorrow, guys. I am doing a Communal Shiny Huntathon tomorrow, okay? Where the goal is to get as many players, as many Shiny Hunters, all at the same spot. And if you get a Shiny, pause, go to my chat, let me know, hey, I got a Shiny, and I will come give you a random Pokemon out of the prize box. I'll be giving away Pokemon, worth anywhere from like 200k to $1 million or something like that. Maybe more. I'm not sure what's exactly in the prize box, but some valuable Pokemon. Decent stuff. Here is someone after the list. I did finalize the list. This is the finalized list of shiny hunts that I'm gonna do tomorrow, I think. So we're gonna do 1 hour in Kanto, 1 hour in Johto, 1 hour in Hoenn, 1 hour in Sinnoh, and 1 hour in Unova to give as many people as possible the chance at being able to I want as many people to participate as possible. I want to show people like shiny hunting is doable by everybody. You can do it in chunks. It's really fun. It's a blast. So I wanted to pick shunts that were free. All of these shunts are ×5 hordes near a PC that also have like multiple fails and stuff, right? Yeah, so Kanto, the thought process behind Poliwag is that there's multiple good shinies you can get from it. So I want like a Poliwhirl, Politoad, some people like Poliwrath. Like the thought process behind Poliwag is that there's like 3 different good shinies you can have in that line. So that was the thought process there. And then in Johto, you have Girafarig, Flaffy, all those have good shinies, Mareep, Ampharos. And then Petalburg, I'll be doing Marl / Surskit over at Petalburg City. Because you have Surskit, Masquerain, Marl, Ozreal. I didn't want people to like get a shiny and then leave. I want people to like stay and hunt, and everyone can. If you like already have a shiny Marl, it's okay. You can still come hunt and go for an Ozreal, right? In Celestic City, we'll be going for Celestic City is great in Sinnoh because there's actually like 2 different shiny spots right next to each other. So I'm going to allow Psyduck or Swablu. Think of this as essentially like a shiny hunting event, right? Yeah, what do I need to shiny hunt? Really, all you need is a good catching Pokemon to safely catch the shiny, a good catching Pokemon if possible, a Sweet Scent Pokemon with that Sweet Scent PP maxed, and then I recommend a Teleport Pokemon. I think those are really the main 3 things. You can use Synchronized, Cute Charm, etc., but they're not honestly required. But those are the main things you need. Great question. So Psyduck or Swablu at Celestic. You can do Swablu, Altaria, Psyduck's great. And then in Unova, I'll be at Chargestone Cave doing Ferroseed, Ferrothorn, etc., etc. And then also, I do want to quickly mention, if you want to support this stream, support content like this, support the ability for me to stream as much as I do, make the videos, make the guides, and do structured. I really want to get more into like structured on-stream content. Things like fashion contests, the shiny ratings, these shiny huntathons, like what I'm doing tomorrow, right? If you want to support my ability to do stuff like that and get yourself some awesome food along the way, Factor subs, guys. Link will be first thing in the description. It's over here on screen. You get 50% off plus free shipping if you order using my link in the description off of Factor, which if you don't know, Factor is essentially like a little meal kit service where they send you chef-made healthy meals directly to your door. You're paying for the time saved, for the convenience and the great taste. I personally use Factor when I'm really busy. If I have Shiny Wars going on or some super busy moment in my life, a busy week of work coming up, or family, whatever it may be, right? If I'm gonna be busy, I get Factor ahead of time, and then I have my food and my meals taken care of, so I don't have to stress about that when I'm gonna be busy with so many other things. We live in a faster moving society than ever, right? Sometimes, but if you're self-employed, you don't have to worry about cooking homemade meals and stuff like that. Factor's a great way to get that stuff taken care of for you and get the nutrition you need to actually fuel your body, man. The beautiful seasoned vegetables that Factor supplied kept me going during Shiny Wars alongside the high protein meals. I could not have done Shiny Wars over the past year or so the way that I did without Factor. Then on top of it, obviously, I have a bunch of Factor incentives. I want to reward you guys for allowing me to do sponsors and stuff like this. Every single Factor sub, I will open 10 mysterious great balls on stream during a streamathon at the end of the month, which is X hours based on how many Factor subs I have. So right now it's a 3-hour stream where I'll be opening 30 mysterious great balls already, which is crazy to think about. And then every 10 Factor subs, I will buy something for the stream up to $100 in value. This is I broke my streaks. This is no longer the case, so ignore that. At 69 Factor subs, I'll shave my head, but thankfully that is unlikely. Yo, when are the next Shiny Wars? The next Shiny War is probably in July, would be my guess. The next Shiny War is going to be the PokeMMO official Shiny War, which hopefully they said they wanted to bring it back every year. I'm really excited to see how they bring it back this year, what balancing changes they make. One of the coolest things in Pokemon history was last year's Shiny War, man. Like, going from it being just a communal event for fun, right, to PokeMMO officially acknowledging Shiny Wars and creating an official event surrounding it. It's one of the coolest things. One of the coolest things a game developer can do and a staff can do is like take something that they see the community is enjoying and adopt it and be like, okay, you guys love this. Let's commit to it and take it seriously. The same way like RuneScape did Iron Man mode. That was like a communal mode that they added, right? There's tons of examples like that, so it's really fucking cool to see. You know, all of, what is it, Dota 2 is just a mod of Warcraft 3, correct? Like, that game spawned from a game mod, right? Something that the community enjoyed. They're like, you know, let's commit to this, take it seriously. So it was really cool to see that. I'm excited to see how it changes and how it evolves this year. All right, but I think that's going to be all I did a lot of XP training today. We got our Ninetales up to level 100. I think I just bought this to level it up and sell, so I can just go sell that. We have our Typhlosions up to 89. I've been really distracted and inefficient about this leveling, but that's okay. I'm having a lot of fun while XP trading. And XP trading is meant to be a very background activity, so I've honestly really enjoyed it. I think it's just time to go do some shiny hunting, fellas. Crank up my encounters for the Communal Shuntathon tomorrow. The real question becomes, what do I want to shiny hunt? Do I want to go for some single encounter? Do I want to just do time swipe horns, get my number up? We're free. We're out of Sandslash jail. We have so many things we could do. I think I do have the urge to do singles. I think I've done so many hordes recently that I've like reinvigorated the urge to go do a different method. So if you have the urge to do singles, you should just go do them, or like eggs, or any, like, if you have the urge to do a tough, difficult shunt, I say just give into that urge and go for it. I'm gonna clean up my inventory, get everything figured out, and head over to Sinnoh. It does give me the opportunity, is an optimistic word, opportunity for another shiny Ponyta. Hoping that does not happen. I will take any shiny at this spot except for Ponyta, please. Here we can also see I bought this Ninetales yesterday for 58k. We can actually see the purchase there. So 58k was the cost of this Ninetales. How much can I sell this for is the next question. Alpha, hidden ability, it's 31, 31, 20, 20. It being level 100 is important. We're gonna check. The cheapest one is 400k. This one is modest. It's much better than mine. It's been up for longer. I mean, this is a fair price. Very, in my opinion, I'm gonna go 350k, man. I put out a video, I believe, pretty recently talking about how EV training and XP training is so good for new players. I turned 60,000 Pokeyen into 350, right? Just off of hard work, and it takes time and effort, but like this is like true elbow grease style of work. You know, if you're a new player and you have the time and energy to put in to make money, but you don't really have the capital or know how to like start from scratch, I think this is a fantastic way. Buying things to EV train and XP train for profit. So there we go. I think it's a very, very fair price. I'm going to collect this Pokeyen as well since we're here. Might as well. Puts me almost at 8 mil. Almost. I'm going to head over to Sinnoh. We're in Johto. Head over to Sinnoh and do some single encountering over at Route 210 in Sinnoh. Gives me a 5% chance for Breloom, 5% chance for Sudowoodo, 5% chance for Mr. Mime, and a 5% chance for Scyther. So it's like a 20% chance of rare shinies there, as well as I can check my honey trees, as well as a Kricketune chance there. The Kricketune, those are my top 5 shinies I want there, is all the rares plus Kricketune. Oh, I'm getting confirmation there's a live Team Mr. Shiny Channel 1 Luki Dira Route 210. Wait, Channel 5? I was told Channel 1! Oh, no. Is he on Channel 5? Do I have to wait to switch back? Oh, fuck. I got baited. No, that's fine. We'll... Okay. That's okay. That's okay. He was right next to you? Did I see him on my screen and I missed it? Okay, we have a live shiny. Let me see if I can do the log out trick really quick. One sec. Okay, the log out trick worked. If you don't know, you can... I don't know what the shiny is yet, so it's a secret to me. I'm excited to see. If you set a preferred channel and log out and log back in, you can actually like dodge the timers of channels. Dude, I'm excited. People are really fucking hyped for this. I don't know what it is. It's a Sudowoodo. Yes! Mr. Mime's really good. This is a rare, very good shiny here. Really high up on my list of shinies I want here. Dude, fucking congrats. Team Mr. is on a fucking roll today, dude. Shiny Alomomola to add to the Pokedex to make it those only 2 shiny Pokemon we need left for the Dex. Shiny Mr. Mime now. Pumpkid, shiny Bellsum. We've had 4 rare shinies in a row, apparently. Team Mr. is cooking. I'm not doing shit. I'll say it. But Team Mr. is cooking today, dude. Also, I mean, kind of ironic, you know, Mr. Mime. Wow. What are the odds? Team Mr. Shiny Mr. Mime. Crazy. It is a big, dude. It's a crazy day, man. That is crazy, dude. Congratulations to Luki Dira, man. Oh, no, the dodge. The quick ball dodge. Mr. Mime is great, man. Congrats. It's a beautiful fucking shiny. Okay, I kept forgetting to show this on stream. I think it was it Fong, the unknown hunter, who made this for me? The other day, I got shiny Sandslash, okay? And my wife, IRL, messaged me and was like, hey, did you see the meme they made about you? And I was like, no, what are you talking about? My wife, keep in mind, my wife sent me this. Wait, this is not the right... Okay, that's funny. I put the wrong image. My wife sent me this. She was like, have you seen this? And I was like, no, sweetie. When are you coming home from work, though? It was Fong fucking made this, dude. The fucking nerd emoji, like pointing, the factor, non-sponsored news, by the way, the Shadow the Hedgehog, fucking Channel 5 being China flat. What the fuck is this? It's just brain rot, dude. It was just an absolute brain rot. It was a good meme. What's a quick way to get back to the region that I already completed if I haven't unlocked Fly yet and I'm kind of far from Mom? From Mom, sorry. If you have already unlocked the Dock City, you have to just go back to the Dock City, I believe. But if you haven't unlocked the Dock City yet, even if you're kind of far from Mom, you can type /unstuck and then wait 2 minutes and don't move, and it will teleport you back to your mom. You can talk to her and travel back to your previous region. If you already unlocked the Dock City, though, and you do this, but you like just don't have Fly or whatever, you won't be able to return with Mom, I believe. So you don't want to put yourself in that situation. They have to, I've done that. And then you have to like walk through the whole region. That sucks. I've done that. I would try to just see where you're at. If you're close to the Dock City, obviously just try to push through to it or whatever, but you can definitely unstuck. I'm going to go ahead and call it here for today, fellas. Kind of a medium length stream, 3.5 hour stream, but I'm excited for tomorrow. Tomorrow should be a longer stream, 5 to 6 hours. Lots of shiny hunting, lots of fun, prizes to be given away. Please come hang out, show up. The goal of this is just to encourage people to shiny hunt, encourage people to just see what could happen on stream. I'm so excited to see how many shinies we can get like per hour at each spot. Keep in mind, if we can just get 30 people, just 30 people all shunting at one spot for 1 hour, that's an average of one shiny an hour. So I'm hoping to see at least one shiny an hour tomorrow. That's my goal. If you don't know, here's the prize box. I'll be giving away plenty of Pokemon from these boxes. If you get a shiny, let me know in chat. You will get one of these Pokemon, and I'm sure I'll just give away more for fun. So thank you guys for watching today. I will see you tomorrow on the stream. It starts at 12 p.m. ET. 12 p.m. ET is the Communal Shuntathon tomorrow. Be there, okay? Like the video if you enjoyed it today. Dislike if you didn't. Subscribe on YouTube for daily PokeMMO videos. Follow me on Twitch for streams Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. Discord's down below if you're interested in that. If you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch, all that stuff. But honestly, dude, this month, the two best ways to support are non-gifted, non-prime paid Twitch subs, as well as Factor. Factor is amazing. They're amazing at supporting small content creators. They're amazing at getting your meals taken care of for you, having really nutritious meals, high protein meals, really seasoned vegetables. I always glaze. I love Factor. 50% off of Factor, 50% off of food in this economy. Link is in the description. I will see you guys tomorrow for the Shuntathon. Good luck, fellas. Peace, Reno. Yo, Patrouski here, and I wanted to thank you personally for watching the video until the very end. I really, really appreciate that. And if your name is on this list, thank you to the moon and back, because you allow me to even make these videos by supporting the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.